a world engulfed, the importance of understanding World War II. World War II was a global conflict of unprecedented scale and destruction. Millions perished, nations were shattered, the world was forever changed. To understand this conflict, we must delve into its roots. We must examine the factors that led to the outbreak of war. By understanding the past, we can hope to prevent such tragedies in the future. The seeds of conflict were sown long before the first shots were fired. Seeds of conflict, the Treaty of Versailles and its legacy. The Treaty of Versailles, signed in 1919, officially ended World War I. However, it also planted the seeds for future conflict. The treaty imposed harsh punishments on Germany. Germany lost territory, was forced to disarm, and was burdened with heavy reparations. This bred resentment and instability in Germany. Many Germans felt humiliated and betrayed. They yearned for a return to strength and national pride. This created fertile ground for extremist ideologies to take root. Economic despair, the Great Depression, and the rise of extremism. The 1930s saw a global economic crisis known as the Great Depression. This economic turmoil had a profound impact on the world. Millions lost their jobs and homes. Poverty and hunger were widespread. This created a climate of fear and uncertainty. People were desperate for solutions. They were more willing to embrace radical ideologies. This played into the hands of extremist movements, particularly in Germany and Japan. A shadow over Europe, the rise of Nazi Germany. In Germany, the Nazi Party, led by Adolf Hitler, exploited the economic misery and nationalistic fervor. Hitler offered simple solutions to complex problems. He promised to restore Germany to its former glory. He used propaganda and intimidation to silence opposition. The Nazis preyed on fear and prejudice. They scapegoated minorities, particularly Jews. Hitler's message resonated with many Germans. In 1933, the Nazis came to power in Germany. Section 5, the Iron Fist, Hitler's ambitions and expansionist policies. Hitler's ambitions went far beyond simply restoring Germany's pre-war borders. He sought to create a vast German empire in Europe. He began by rebuilding Germany's military in violation of the Treaty of Versailles. He then set his sights on neighboring countries. In 1938, Germany annexed Austria. This was a clear act of aggression. However, the international community did little to stop him. Section 6, Rising Sun, Dark Ambitions. Imperial Japan's quest for power. Meanwhile, in Asia, Imperial Japan was also on the rise. Japan, like Germany, was a nation with a strong military tradition. Japan sought to expand its influence in Asia and the Pacific. Japan invaded Manchuria in 1931. This was the beginning of Japan's aggressive expansionist policy. Section 7, Il Duce's Dreams, Mussolini's Italy and the Lure of Empire. In Italy, Benito Mussolini had established a fascist regime. Mussolini, like Hitler, glorified military strength and national unity. Italy sought to create its own empire. In 1935, Italy invaded Ethiopia. This was another blatant act of aggression. The League of Nations condemned the invasion but took no effective action. Section 8. A Fatal Compromise, the Policy of Appeasement and its Consequences. The democracies of Europe, particularly Britain and France, were reluctant to confront the growing aggression of Germany, Italy and Japan. They hoped that by making concessions, they could appease these dictators and avoid another war. This policy of appeasement proved to be a fatal miscalculation. It only emboldened Hitler and his allies. They interpreted appeasement as weakness. Section 9. The Spark Ignites, the Invasion of Poland and the Outbreak of War. On September 1, 1939, Germany invaded Poland. This was the final straw. Britain and France, honoring their commitments to Poland, declared war on Germany. World War II had begun. The invasion of Poland was the immediate trigger for the war. However, the conflict was the culmination of years of simmering tensions, unchecked aggression, and failed diplomacy. Section 10. Legacy of War, a World Forever Changed. World War II had a profound impact on the course of human history. The war led to the deaths of tens of millions of people. It reshaped the political map of the world. It gave rise to new superpowers and a new international order. The war also left an indelible mark on the human psyche. It highlighted the horrors of totalitarianism. It led to the creation of the United Nations. This organization was founded on the principle of collective security. Its aim is to prevent future wars.